Grant Troop for the Ag Reports Network, Mid-Atlantic correspondent with the Park the Plow report for first week of September. We have an air blast seeder going through standing corn, putting down cereal rye at the Perryville farm in Maryland, northern Maryland. And this is the operator going up through the standing corn. We got corn here, it's probably 8.5, 9 foot tall. And putting down 2.5 bushels of cereal grain rye as a cover crop. And trying to get it seeded in a timely fashion so that we have a nice green floor of the field till the combine comes through here in another month or so. We use 2.5 bushels of the small grain rye. That would be our default plant seed setting. Standard rate of about 2 bushel per acre for cover crop. And then when we're broadcast seeding on the surface, we usually increase that seeding rate about 25%, and that gets us up to right to the 2.5 bushels. Here we are set up, loading the hopper on the air blast seeder. I understand it runs about 30 pounds of pressure, and with 30-inch centered drop tubes, you get to 2.5 bushels, you're getting up close to the upper limit of the capacity of the machine. So you have to watch your speed. You don't get to going too fast, or you won't get the rate on. So loading her up, and tender cart doing a good job here from Little Britain Agri Supply. Getting him ready to go back to the field. Quite the machine. Seems to be doing a pretty efficient job. Here again we see the operator bringing the rig out of the field. Air blast with drop tubes and dropping that seed into the standing corn. Really doing a pretty nice job placing that seed. We looked at the seed in the field, getting good distribution, pretty even across the 30-inch rows, and really looks like it's going to be a nice opportunity to have a good cover crop early. We'll get some film of the footage of the machine as it comes out of the field to reload. Needs to reload the hopper from the machine, and you can see the front and the rear wheels both turn, so he's able to stay between the rows on contours and do a nice job of getting the seed in place without knocking corn down. Machine was just developed this past year, this past summer. Neil Good and some folks put it together, the concept together, and we have Austin Martin here today operating the machine, and just really doing a fine job, a good operator. And again, that's what it takes if you want to try to have your corn left standing when you run that kind of machine through. Got to have somebody who knows what they're doing. And we're getting ready to tender the air blast seeder and the tender cart, and getting back out in the field. This machine will be very busy the next 2 or 3 weeks as it's time to get air seeding done, and the next wet spell we have should be able to get that grain started and get us a cover crop. We'll try to get some later footage here in 2 or 3, 4 weeks after the corn's off, see what kind of cover crop we have. The Ag Reports Network, Mid-Atlantic correspondent with the Park the Plow Crop Progress Update. This is Grant Troop.